Hi!
I'm Abby and this is Flo, our sex expert.
Hello.
And we're going to be reading out some dilemmas about sex and relationships. And she's going to be giving us really good advice.
Hopefully, yes.
Okay. I was having sex with my partner and I said someone else's name. I'm not 100% sure they heard. Should I bring it up just in case?
Oh, I would say no.
I've definitely done that before.
Have you?
Yeah, more than once.
Did you just say it by accident?
Right.
For example, my name is extremely similar to my girlfriend's ex-girlfriend's name.
Right.
So maybe she might say that by accident. And if they do bring it up and they're like, did you say your ex-girlfriend's name in bed? Then you can just be like, yeah, I'm really sorry, but it was a mistake. It doesn't mean anything.
So it doesn't bother you if someone said something else?
No, it would really bother me.
Me and my girlfriend have been dating for about 8 months and the sex is nice, but I'm used to speaking with more experienced women and she hasn't really had much lesbian sex before. How can I talk to her about spicing up our sex life without making her feel uncomfortable?
Basically, you don't want to critique her, so you don't want to say like, you're not experienced enough, you're not doing this.
Right.
You're not, because that doesn't feel good.
Doesn't sound nice.
No. But what you should say is like, I would like it if we did this. I've been fantasizing about you doing this to me.
Right.
Phrase it like, I want to do this rather than you're not doing that.
Right, okay.
You could even say, for example, like, I've been fantasizing about you being way more toppy with me, Abby.
I will take that on board. I will be way more toppy with you.
Like, you could like just pin me down, like, wouldn't that be really hot?
Yes. Next question. What is the best way to tell someone that I'm interested in that I have genital herpes?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. I don't really know. How big a deal is herpes?
I think it's very spreadable. Is that the right word?
Contagious.
Contagious.
Butter is spreadable.
Ew.
I would probably just say I'm having a herpes flare-up at the moment, and if we have sex, there's a chance you could get it. So if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Maybe we can just wait until this flare-up goes down. It's all about communication.
No, I'm sensing that. Communication is important.
Yeah.
Not very good at that. Next question. I'm dating someone who wants to explore polyamory, which is something I've always thought I've been keen on in theory, but now we've talked about it, I'm not sure I'll be up for sharing the person I love with other people.
There's no easy answer for this. If the other person really wants to do it and you're like 50-50,
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do is to start slow. So not to just be like, okay, let's shag other people now. Maybe you could like both download some apps and just try chatting to some other people and see how that made you feel. Or maybe you could like go to a club night together but not be together at the club night. And maybe you could do some snogging of other people and see how that made you feel. And then if you think like, okay, I saw you snog that person in the club and actually I hated it and it made me feel really like insecure and jealous. Is it a deal breaker for them? If so, is that something you can accept?
Right, okay.
You know, and then you have to work through your jealousy. Or is it not a deal breaker for them and is it a deal breaker for you and maybe you can't work through that? And that's fine too. Own your jealousy and be like, that made me feel jealous. Maybe we can't do this. I'm sorry.
Cool.
Yeah?
That's great advice.
Thanks.
Learning a lot. How do you make the bit where you have to harness a dildo around you during sex less awkward? That bit's quite funny. Should I help or
especially if you do it in like
quietly?
another room or standing up and then you see it walk across and it's like boing, boing, boing. Yeah, like that, it can be funny, it can be awkward. But I think that if you are finding it funny and awkward, just embrace it.
Yeah.
Laugh at it.
My partner really enjoys anal and wants to try it with me, but I'm not too keen. How do I go about it?
This really depends if your partner is on the giving or the receiving end of anal.
Right, yeah.
Because I feel like if you really want to receive anal and your partner isn't too keen to give it to you, then maybe there's some, like, they probably have like a disgust thing going on.
Yeah.
And that's something you can maybe work on to like reassure them, and you can be like, actually, look, I've done this quite a lot of times and, you know, rarely do I shit everywhere.
It does sometimes happen now, I've heard.
Not always. Some of us are very experienced. But if it's the other way around and your partner really wants to give anal, you don't want to receive anal, then like I feel like people's bodies work in different ways, and some people can get a lot of physical pleasure from anal and other people don't like that and can't. But I think it is worth trying these things. Like, if you might surprise yourself. I find it really interesting how I think straight men are always really surprised that lesbians do anal, because they just assume that women cannot get any pleasure from that.
I've actually never done it, so.
What?
I'll try later.
No pressure if you don't want to, but seriously, start with some rimming. No one hates rimming.
I just got out of a 6-year relationship and I'm ready to start having sex again. But I'm having trouble relaxing in the bedroom because I put on weight during my last relationship and don't feel sexy at all. How can I change that?
So maybe you look different than the last time you were single, but you don't look worse. Like, get that out of your head. You just look different.
Yeah.
And there are lots of people that are out there that are going to think that you look better than before. Everyone is hot to someone.
Yeah.
Most people are hot to me. I am very bisexual. Take nudes. Like, oh my God, nudes make you feel so sexy. Buy yourself some sexy clothes if that makes you feel sexy. Put on makeup, do your hair, and just put yourself out there. And I think you'd be surprised that just how many people want to bang you.
Nice. What are your thoughts on watching porn as a feminist? Was watching it make you any less of a feminist?
No, is my answer. I think there's two questions. It's how ethical is the porn that you're watching,
what you're watching,
and how does the porn that you're watching affect you and your opinions on sex. If you pay for your porn, it's probably going to be better than if you didn't pay for your porn.
Yeah.
If you're worried about that, then pay for your porn, and there's lots of great feminist kind of porn sites where like the actors kind of say like, I am consenting to being pissed on before the video starts and stuff like that. And if you do a Google, you're gonna find them, and it's a whole new world. Mainstream porn offers a very narrow definition of what sex is, and all the women kind of look the same, and none of them have any pubes, and often like they're getting like really hard fucks and there's not much else, and their orgasms look kind of fake. Porn isn't a very good sex education, but I think you can watch that porn and enjoy it and not feel like a bad feminist. You just have to know that there's an alternative.
Yeah.
And not all sex has to look like that.
Yeah. That's all our dilemmas. Thank you so much for sharing your
Oh, thank you for having me.
Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment with your dilemmas, and maybe we'll watch them in another video.
And my book, How to Have Feminist Sex, a fairly graphic guide, is out now, wherever you like to buy books.